Good hello everyone and welcome to a very special video today. It is my birthday and so I decided it would be a pretty cool idea to bring my parents onto the internets and do a Q&A with them. This is my dad Dennis, this is my mom Lauren, and we're gonna talk about how awful I was as a child for you today. Let's get started. Our first question comes from Josh. He asks, who got into more trouble as a kid, Alli or Justin? Do you want this one, honey?
I don't know if it's considered more trouble, but Allison was definitely more of the daring one.
Okay, I'll take that. That's not as horrible as I expected. Aaron asks, what was my first word? Do you remember? Do you remember what my first word was?
Dada.
Dada, high five.
I would look at you and say, I love mama. And you go,
They did do that.
I love dada.
Lexi asks, what was the weirdest thing that I did as a child? I know one. I know what it is. I can't believe you guys aren't thinking of this. I used to sneak dog treats. I used to try to steal Freddy's milk bones all the time.
To me, that's not weird because when I was a kid, I ate gravy train.
It's genetic.
Lauren asks, what was Allie's favorite toy when she was little?
Always Barbies.
Barbie dolls.
Barbies?
Always Barbies.
Tori asks, what is something you've lied about to your parents? I've definitely lied about where I was going before to you guys. But then I think you found out and I got in a load of trouble because I was using your car. Sherry asks, your parents' first reaction of you doing YouTube?
I don't know. I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
When you started, I didn't know anything about it. So I was like, really?
That's okay. That's honest.
It was something different, that's for sure.
Hannah asks, how long have your parents known each other? 35?
We've been married almost 34 years.
Are you serious? Oh my
We had
God.
our anniversary of the day we met was last week. It was August 5th, 1978.
Wow.
37 years.
Amy asks, Allie's parents, how did you meet?
A friend of mine worked with Lauren during a summer program from high school, and we were a blind date at a Miami Dolphins preseason game.
So awesome. You guys were a blind date.
Well, it was my sister, my best friend, and myself. And we each kept saying we were the other person. Like I would say, I'm Jody, and Jody would say, I'm Kathy, and Kathy would say, I'm Lauren. And
First, I was getting a little bit annoyed, and I told her later that I was ready to turn around and walk away. And then later I told her I'm glad it was you.
Oh, that's really cute. Kenna asks, Allie, were Lauren and Dennis strict parents or were they quite laid back? I really don't think you guys were that strict. Like, I don't think I ever was grounded. I would lose small privileges. Like, I might not be able to have dessert if I didn't finish my dinner or something like that, which was a huge motivator for me, as you guys know.
was that you or your brother that said, can't you just hit us?
What?
One of you said that because you didn't want dessert taken away.
Oh boy. Colleen asks, what is one tradition that you do every year? We always decorate Christmas cookies on Christmas Eve and we have a contest and my dad usually takes the cake or takes the cookie, if you will.
And what do we have for dinner?
We always have Chinese food.
Yep.
Every year because it's the only thing that's
Eve.
open on Christmas Eve and no one wants to cook. So Julie asks, did Allie and Justin fight when they were little?
There was
Yeah, like
yelling.
yelling, shouting. I mean, you definitely had some arguing, but not fights.
That German girl asks, what was one activity with your dad that you enjoyed together when you were younger and living at home? One of my favorite things to do with my dad was to do what I called yard work and what was basically preventing him from doing any real yard work. I would go outside and he would let me drive the riding lawnmower around, and that was like one of the most entertaining things ever when I was a kid. We used to have this huge creek in our backyard and he dug us a set of stairs into the clay into one of the banks of the creek, and it was just awesome. He just let me have like free run of the backyard and he built us a tree fort and we helped him do it, and we just did all kinds of like fun outdoorsy stuff with my dad, so that was really cool. Daniel asks, if you could have any career possible, what would it be? And have you ever been arrested?
I wanted to be a pilot when I was young,
Really?
and my guidance counselor said, you're too dumb at math.
Aww.
And it turned out when I got out of grade school, junior high, I excelled at math. So
Well, your guidance counselor
never
can
listen to your
shove it.
guidance counselor.
Yeah, that's the takeaway from this. And have you ever been arrested?
Yes, I have. I spent the night in jail standing in the corner scared to death.
Why? What were the grounds for your arrest?
They called it disturbance without violence.
What was your career dream when you were younger?
I think I always wanted to be a teacher. And I've never been arrested.
You've never been arrested, neither have I, so got one criminal on the couch today. And finally, our last question comes from Georgia. She asks, what is your favorite family picture? And I just so happen to have a scan of the greatest permed 80s hair, insane sweater from the 90s photo you could ever imagine. And here it is. You're welcome. All right, everyone, that is it for my birthday Q&A with my parents. Thank you to everyone who asked questions. It was so much fun.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, baby.
Thank you. All right, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and we will see you next Tuesday for another video. Bye. Love you guys. Bye.